Hi guys, welcome back to Real Talk with Sochi. Hope you all are doing good. And I would like to use this opportunity to know your comments, your feedback on our previous videos or previous content. What do you think? What do you like? Is there anything that you don't like? Or are there topics you're expecting me to have spoken about that I've not really shared? Please leave the comments in the comment section, because that will really help me to know how to serve you all better. And please, I want to also remind you guys to also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for the support so far. Please keep watching Real Talk with Sochi. Share with your loved ones. Subscribe. And of course, let's get started. So today I'm going to be talking about an important topic. Of course, every other topic on Real Talk with Sochi is always important. So if you noticed my last video, I posted "You are your biggest fan," and today again is a continuation of that, although not exactly. But if you had watched the previous video and then you're about to listen to this one now, you will know that it's almost like exactly the same thing. But so this is because lately I have been making some decisions, like some tough decisions, as regards to my career, as regards to my life, as regards to chasing my dreams, and that is why today's video I called today's video "You Are in I called today's video, because the last one was "You Are Your Biggest Fan." Today's video is "Take Advantage of Your Perspective." Yeah, so what do I mean by take advantage of your perspective? So we live in a world where a lot of people have climbed through the ladder of success. A lot of people have failed. People have tried and failed so many times. People have received no's, a lot of no's, rejections flying up and down. So in the previous video I was talking about how do you keep encouraging yourself? How do you find encouragement when you are the only one seeing what you're seeing in terms of your goal, your career, your dreams? How do you find that strength to keep going when no one is there to say keep going, we see what you're doing, keep going, we see all the sacrifices you've been making, keep going? So how do you find that strength to keep going? So today's topic, when I said you should take advantage of your own perspective, what do I mean by that? So I would like to use myself as an example. So I have always have an eye for media. I've always have an eye for film. Anything that has to do with film, anything that has to do with media, it's what interests me. I love spotlight a lot. I love expressing myself, be it in the academia, be it in the entertainment industry. Wherever I find myself, I always like to stand out. Like I always like to leave a blueprint. So, and the quest for fame and social media also is there. A lot of celebrities, people do things, make content, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, for people to see them. And because I'm someone who is also driven by such fame, I love fame. I've been doing everything possible to push myself to the limelight. And how do you do that? How do you push yourself? How do you go the extra mile to break into the industry that seems to be already saturated? A lot of people have come into this industry, this entertainment industry. People have come, people have gone, and you as an upcoming star like myself, yes, I'm a fast rising star. I believe that, because if I don't believe that, nobody will even believe. So how do I stand out? How do I keep going? How do I push? And that is where taking advantage of my own perspective comes in. So I have a film network, Lifeline Films Network. So Lifeline, what we do in Lifeline is to make health instructional films. Because I'm a historian of film and medicine, so I've read widely, and I realized, I've read widely, but I've indeed in my wide reading, I've still not, read enough, because I'm still reading. I'm still a graduate student. So I realized how much important the media tool or the visual tools can be, in terms of addressing a societal issue or addressing a societal problem, right? So I began to wonder, how do myself as a historian, how do I come in, how do I harness this tool, the media tool, what is the connection or what is the nexus between the film industry and history? How do myself as an academia come into the film industry to revolutionize the content out there? And of course, Hollywood is doing so well. Nollywood is also doing amazingly well. Bollywood and a lot of them, right? So, and these industries, they are already saturated. But how do myself, who is coming in with a different flavor? Yeah, I'm coming with a different flavor because I'm an academia who is about to, or who is already in the industry. I just completed my first film, which very soon will be in limelight. I don't want to talk about it now because we've not even started publicity yet, but very soon you all would see what I have for you. So I realized how important or how much power the visual tools, could go, or how much power it holds in terms of achieving a just cause in a society. So while I was reading, I found the connection between film and health, film and public health, and I said, okay, I'm going to take advantage of this. I began to see things differently. Because I began to see things, that ordinarily people wouldn't have known that, oh, this is a beautiful niche out there. So I started reading, I started making consultations, but only me, like just myself, I'm the one seeing this thing. I'm not just doing it because of now, oh, I want to be famous right now, like the likes of this, the likes of that, but because I know that it's not just about being famous at this point for me, it's about having an impact in the society. It's about creating that content that people would like to watch. It's about creating those content that will not just make sense to the African community, but will also hold water outside of our region, right? So I'm the only one that sees this. I'm the only one that sees this my dream. I'm the only one that knows how I crave it. I'm the only one that knows the story that I want to tell. No one else sees my perspective. No one else sees what I'm doing. The only thing that people would see is the result when I put it out there. Even when I put it out there, of course, they will celebrate, they will enjoy it. Yeah, some of them would enjoy it, but would they know the extent I'm willing to go, or how far I'm willing to go to make this come true? The answer is no. And that is where taking advantage of your perspective comes in, because you are the only one that sees this dream of yours. You're the only one that knows how you want to push it. You're the only one that knows. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sweating. This room is hot, so I'm kind of sweating. I'm sorry, I don't have my hanky. So you keep, I'm the only one that sees this. I'm the only one that sees this the way I want, the extent to which I'm willing to go, and I'm working hard for it. I'm making the sacrifices. Instead of using my money to buy luxurious things like a car, like shoes, clothing, designers, I'm not doing that, right? I'm investing the little money I have in this dream of mine, because no one else will do it for me. No one else will invest in it for me. Before people begin to even invest in what I'm saying, I must have something tangible to show. I must have to make myself valuable. I must have to make myself relevant. I should be able to even convince myself before someone else would see what I have and then will want to invest their resources on me. So taking advantage of your perspective boils down to everything. As long as success is involved, as long as personal development is involved, you are the only one that sees what you want out of life. You are the only one that knows exactly what you want out of life, how you want to go about it, the success ladder you want to climb, the level you want to get to in life. No one else sees it. Yes, friends might be there, family might be there to support or to encourage you, which is a beautiful thing, but they would not really understand the extent to which you want to go. So how do you make people to understand? How do you make people to believe in you? That is by taking advantage of your own perspective. That is by taking advantage of that thing that only you is seeing. I'm the only one seeing the future of Lifeline, of course with God. I'm the only one seeing what I want for Lifeline. I just completed my project. I'm already working on the next one. I am the only one seeing it. No one else is seeing it with me. And because I'm the only one seeing it, that means I can shut out distractions. I can shut out or shut down I can shut out discouragement. I can shut out noise. I can shut out people who are there to just bring you down without having any reason for doing so. So you take advantage of the perspective, you take advantage of what only you is seeing. You are the one that is seeing that angle. You are the one that knows where you are going. You are the one that knows what you want. With you and your God, you know the line or the angle you are taking this dream to. Why not push it? Are you in the fashion industry? Are you an upcoming fashion designer? Are you an upcoming makeup artist? Or are you into skit making? Are you a dancer? Are you an academia? Are you a writer? you want to be you want to write and be like the likes of Chimamanda Adichie, Wole Soyinka, or Achebe, or Ngugi wa Thiong'o. It is only you that sees those dreams. You are the only one who sees that perspective of yours. No one else is seeing it. Even when you go ahead to discuss it with people, it will not make sense to them the way it makes sense to you. So what happens when you don't take advantage of your perspective? What happens when you, even though you can see this, but you do not take advantage of it? That is where discouragement will come in. That is where people will begin to discourage you. Let me tell you, for every dream you have, or for every bold step you want to take, people would give you 1,000 reasons it shouldn't work, or it wouldn't work. Okay? Now, this is not to say that we shouldn't seek people's advice. Of course, we have mentors, we have coaches, people who are there to guide us, but you have to be very careful. Like, we really need to be very careful with the people we discuss our dreams, our goals with, because some dreams are dead on arrival because we spoke to the wrong people. We spoke to people who they are no matter how you explain it to them, they would not understand what you want to do, especially when what you are putting out there is not what they subscribe to. But you know what matters? No matter what, everybody is striving for success. Everyone is striving to make money. Everybody is striving to make an impact. And no matter what way you are using to make, as long as you don't infringe on people's rights, you're not going against the law, success is celebrated. The positive results would be celebrated. So when you don't take advantage of your perspective, and when you begin to allow noise to come in, you have to learn how to sieve out the noise. You really need to know the right people to talk to. Your brother can be there, he's not the right person to talk to. Your mom can be there, she is not the right person to talk to, because sometimes they love some sacrifices. There are some sacrifices that we need to make for that big breakthrough. Your loved one would not allow you to make that sacrifice, not because they don't love you, not because they don't want you to go far, but because they wouldn't want you to pass through such pain. The love they have for you would always overshadow you making those sacrifices. So you see that in most cases, that is why you see in hospitals, doctors are not allowed, or surgeons are not allowed to operate their loved ones. Not because those doctors are incompetent, but because the practitioners or the medical line already know that there is this love between the doctor and the patient, which the doctor might not have the heart to do some seizures or to do some stitches, so which is why someone who is not a relative to the patient is allowed to perform such surgery. So that is what I mean, that your family can still be there for you, but they might not be the right people to talk to when you are seeing things differently. So there are people who are there, so you have to sieve out the right people. You need to know the right people to talk to. You need to know the right people to speak to about your dreams, so that people who will sharpen, people who would understand you, people who would help you to put you in the right track, right? So when you don't take advantage of this perspective that only you know, only you see, only you know how it is bothering you, only you know the kind of the passion in you, the enthusiasm, what you want to bet to the world, the noise will come in, the distractions will come in. For every one dream you want to take, there are 3 or 4 reasons not to continue. So when you don't take advantage of a perspective, what will happen is that people will discourage you, and of course you will fall prey. So that is why I said, let me put out this content today. I started a journey to success. I think officially, it wasn't even when I started graduate school, because what graduate school did to me was to help me to discover myself. It was to help me know that, I can actually do a lot of things as long as I'm willing to make sacrifices, as long as I'm willing to pay the price, because growth is costly. And for you to attain growth, you must be willing to pay the price. So coming to graduate school wasn't even when I started craving for success. It was in graduate school that I developed the love, the craving for success. I began to see the things, the opportunities that abound. And I went back to the drawing board. I started doing things differently. I started reading books. I started speaking to people, the right people. I started getting encouragement. But you see that perspective I'm talking about. I am the only one that is still seeing my perspective. I'm the only one that knows where I want to be in the next 5, 10, 20, 40 years coming. I'm the only one that knows where I want to push life lane to the level. I'm the only one that knows all the things that I want to do. And that is why I should take advantage of my own perspective. People would only know what I put out there. People would only know what you put out there. And a lot of people will say, you live a social media life. But that's not true. You know what I want you to know about me. I put out the things I want you to know about me, when I want you to know about it, how I want you to know about it, and exactly what I want you to know. So I am in charge of my perspective, and I'm taking advantage of my perspective, and that is what I have come here to tell you. You are in charge of your perspective. Don't let anyone talk you down. Do not let anyone talk you down. I know that yes, money is important, and in most cases we have our dreams, we have things that we want to accomplish, but money would keep keeping us down. But how sure are you that you have done the ones that you can do within your powers before we start talking about the one that money will stop you from doing? Because I believe that by the time you are able to do those ones that you can do, when it's time for money will come. God will give you money. God will send you helpers. Yes, I'm a believer. I believe in that. God will send you helpers. So what you really need to do, start with the little you have. The little you have, start it. Or you want to be like the likes of Vicky James. You don't even know how she started. You don't know that she started in Ajegule, in a small room in Ajegule, from her mother's sitting room. And today she's the world Vicky James that we all celebrate. The likes of Funke Akindele. Look at her box office queen for the past, back to back, holding the true record. You don't know how she started. Go and read her story. She wasn't Funke Akindele to date from the very beginning. As I'm talking to you people, I'm also talking to myself, because I just took a very big decision lately, and as much as I want to deny it, it has really affected me, financially. But I'm so happy, and I'm grateful to God for the provision. I'm grateful to God for even allowing me to take that bold step. Because if I had invested, or if I had wasted the money or the resources on clothes and shoes to look good, someone who is in America, of course I should flaunt my wares, that would have even pained me the most. But when you invest, no amount of money, no amount of energy, no amount of sacrifices or resources you invest in your career or your dreams or your future is a waste. No. Instead, what you are doing is you are planting, and when it's time for harvest, you would harvest bountifully. Please remember to take advantage of your perspective. Don't let anyone talk you down. Don't let anyone to bring you down. You are the only one that sees and know what you want. Go for it. Please do not look back. Go for it. Thank you very much for listening and joining me on Real Talk with Sochi. Please share this video with your loved ones. Share this video with that young child, that boy child out there, that girl child out there. Share this video with them. Tell them to take advantage of your perspective, and please share this video, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.